Done. Just cross this whole thing out. So next we need title year description. So every time we change it, we should be creating stuff here. Let's do that with another function, movie option tags. So let's give it a name of movie details. Selected movie details. SELE selected movie details. So let's be professional and just pass in an argument. So let's do selected movie. Okay, so in this function, we're going to display the H3, the heading, the movie year, and then the description. So let's just make it all here. Const H3 is equal to document create element H3. So let's do Command D to grab multiple stuff. So next up we're making paragraph tag, I think, and then oh yeah, this one's a paragraph tag as well. Okay, so we have 3 paragraph tags. We have 2 P's, so we can't have that. So let's change the name to title, make it more descriptive. Title, year, and then DSC or IP description. So we made it. Now let's put stuff into it. So we're going to have inner text here. Inner text is equal to selected movie dot title. So it's right now it's just a function. So let's just build this out first, and then we'll go to the logic of this in a bit. Inner text is equal to selected movie dot release year, I believe, RELEAC, release date, and then the description dot text is equal to selected movie dot description. So now we created our 3 tags, and then now we're putting stuff into it. Finally, let's append it to something. Since we're going to append it to the same thing multiple times, let's create a variable. What are we appending it to? We are going to append it to this movie details. So let's just copy it. Constant. So say movie details, the movie detail tag. Movie detail, yeah, it doesn't matter. Movie detail tag, okay. Document.query selector, let's do a hashtag movie details. Cool. And then let's append it. So we need a bunch of these. The append child, we're going to be appending it 3 times, so let's just do that. Let's put the title, year, lastly description. So hopefully in this function, hopefully if this function, there was an error in this function, this would create 3 things, a H3, a paragraph, and a paragraph. We put in the data based on whatever thing we pass into it, based on whatever object we pass into it, and then it adds it to the movie details div. It will add it to this. So let's refresh, see if there's no errors. No errors, cool. We didn't run anything, so that's why there's no errors. Okay, so how do we get this logic? How do we make it display every time we change something? Because every time we change this, we want it to display things for that. Oh, and the submit button, we have a refresh on it, so we'll have to fix that issue as well. Unless it fixed itself. Yeah, pretty sure we just saw a refresh, but what the hell? All right, that's fine. So every time we change this, we want the text to display. So what do we need for this? We need selected movie. We need the name of the movie. The way we're going to get the object is we're going to compare the whole object we're going to loop through the whole object. Since it's an array, we're going to loop through everything, and we're going to see if the title that's chosen is equal to is the same title in the object that we're looping through. So once it hits that object, so let's say entails from Earth C, so it will keep running, and once it finds this, it will stop and it will grab this object. So that's the logic we want. The problem is, how do we get the value? How do we get this? How do we know what this is? Okay, so how do we do that? One thing we could do is, let's put it here. Actually, let's put it here. Console.log document.query selector. So cool thing about JavaScript, it's everything is an object. Literally everything is an object. So let's select it. Query selector. What is this? The select tag. Since we only have one, it will just get that one select tag. You guys don't want to do console log. It will just yeah, console log is not what you want to do. If you guys remember, we learned about the other console. It's called console.dir. It gives you the directory. Basically give you in an object form, pretty much. So we have all the options. Cool. But then if you go more, you know, this is a shitload of stuff. So let's do it the hard way. Instead of Googling, let's figure it out on our own. So what are we looking for? We're looking for when Marnie was there. So let's just do, literally this is what I would do. And this is, let's just try to see if we can find it. So we'll just check for the values. We'll check for when Marnie was there. So we don't see anything yet. So these are all the event listeners. Anytime you see on, it's an event listener. So there's null, meaning there's nothing on it yet. Let's see. Keep going. Do we see anything? Did I miss it? Oh, right here. Value. So we see that value key holds the value key holds the value that we want, which is when Marnie was there. So just to double check it, let's change it to Ponyo. Let's do console directory again. Let's go all the way down, and what do you know? It changes to Ponyo. So from this, we just prove that every time this changes, what changes in the select tag? It's the value. So using that information, we can get the title. We can get the value, which is the title, and then from that we can compare it with the whole object, and then we can find the object that we want to work with.